That was decent, wasn't it? One golf company that's decent at making irons is Titleist, and they've been very busy bunnies recently, haven't they? They've brought out the T100, the T200, the T300, the 620CB and the 620MB, all for use for guys on tour. Let's have a deeper look at those irons. Let's get into it. So first up, let's take a look at the 620MBs. Exactly what you'd expect in a Titleist blade. Very good looking, very sleek, very thin top line, probably available with a variety of grips and shaft options. Very traditional lofted, so not strong lofted as we see in a lot of modern day irons. Yeah, these could be the bee's knees. One similarity that I will pick out is how similar do these look to the 690MBs of, I'm going to say, well, definitely over 10 years ago now. So there's not much more out of a blade that you can get. So they're all going to look very similar, they're all going to perform very similar. There might be teeny tiny incremental differences to the average golfer, won't make a difference, but these aren't designed for the average golfer, these are designed for tour players. So looks wise, mint. Are they different to many other blades? No, but they look ace. 620MBs. And it's a similar case when it comes to the 620CBs. Titleist in the past have put a little bit of tungsten to make sure that those irons are perimeter weighted. Always in favour of this idea, as it moves the centre of gravity more out on the golf club, meaning that the MOI is higher, and on off-centre hits, ball speeds are up there. So 620CBs, of course, replacing the 718CBs, very similar looking. They have the option for the tungsten in the toe, which again will add a bit more perimeter weighting. Thin blade length, thin top line, very good looking, very sleek, not as sleek looking as the MB's mind. Little bit of a cavity in the back, direct replacement really. It's in the T100, the T200 and the T300 that it gets a little bit more interesting. So having gone 714, 716, 718, you would have thought that these would be in the 720s, but they're actually the 620s, which is quite interesting. Now let's have a look at the T100. I think these are going to be the direct placement for the Titleist AP2s. They definitely look most like the Titleist AP2s out of any of the new irons that Titleist are going to bring out. Jordan Spieth has already got the T100s in his bag. Let's have a look what Titleist are saying about them. So the blade length is slightly longer than the 620MB and CB, so it looks a little bit more forgiving, but actually less offset than the 718 AP2. The T100 has a chamber in the lower half of the club that could house internal weights like those in the 718 AP2 3-7 irons. Those clubs have an average of 54.4 grams of tungsten split between the heel and toe areas to improve stability and lower the centre of gravity position. So again, we're thinking about those slightly forgiving off-centre hits and a little bit higher launch as well. So T100 is very similar to 718 AP2s. A little bit more modern looking, I would say, but very similar in design. Slightly less offset, but similar kind of head shape. Now here's where it gets slightly confusing. So the T100 have replaced AP2s. The T200 will be replacing AP3s, and the T300 will be replacing AP1s. I think they've done this. Initially it will confuse us a bit more, but later down the line it won't confuse us, because you would have thought that it went AP1, AP3, AP2 forgiveness wise, so I think that's why they've rejigged it a little bit. Very modern looking, these golf clubs. Let's have a look what Titleist are saying about them. While the T200 features a screw weight stamped with max impact located in its cavity, the T300 features a weight that's simply labelled MI in its deeper cavity. Although Titleist hasn't released any additional information concerning the T100, T200 and T3 irons, the design change appears to indicate that Titleist is all about Titleist speed, fitting along the lines with the TS range of drivers that we saw, while also offering incrementally increasing levels of forgiveness. What we all want to see in your game improvement irons such as the T200 and the T300. The design overall also makes it appear that golfers will be able seamlessly to mix and match their irons and do combo sets. So for example, I would think that a lot of golfers would possibly go T200 in the long irons, T100 in the lower irons if they wanted to do that, maybe even mixing MBs and CBs. To summarise, Titleist has entered the tour validation process with 10 new products: the TS2 and TS3 hybrids, U500, U510 utility irons, 620MB, 620CB, T100, T200 and T300 irons. My god damn, that's a lot of clubs. They're all out on tour, they're all getting tour validated. We shall probably see them on the market round about October time, November time, I'm going to guess. Very exciting stuff. 5 sets of new irons from Titleist that could be potentially coming out towards the back end, if not the start of next year. Comment below, which of these do you most like the look of? Could any of these potentially be making their way into your bag? I'm very excited to see the new 620MBs. And yeah, that's pretty much it from me today. So if you've liked this video, please like, share and subscribe. Until next time, thanks for watching. Cheers.